Welcome to part 4 of the Eclipse break-in. And I'm going to try to slow down the pace just a little bit in this video and really get in deep with something that I said in some of the other videos. I want to talk about the millennial reign with Jesus. You see, things have been flipped around by man here. Women are doing men's jobs, men are doing women's jobs, and we got Clash of the Titans here. We got feminine men that we ain't supposed to have. I don't care what any of y'all say. Men are not supposed to be effeminate. Women ain't supposed to be acting like men. So this is the Eclipse break-in part 4. April the 1st, 2024. I know this may not make me any friends, especially in the ladies. But I'm going to say what I'm going to say because I'm going to stick with the word. I'm going to side with the word no matter whatever happens. It ain't about gender equality. It ain't about being right or wrong. Now, am I doing stuff right now for the Lord? Yes, but I'm not standing in no pulpit. I ain't usurping authority over no man of God. I will not do that. Will I back men of God when they stand on the truth? Absolutely, 100% I will. Will I do what God tells me to do? Absolutely, I will. If God told me to stop today, I would stop today. Do I love being a light for the Lord? Absolutely, 100%. I don't know how to do nothing. I can sweep and mop, and I can scrub a dish. That's what I can do. That's the extent of my knowledge. I never wanted to be anything else but what God wanted me to be. I don't want a career. I never dreamt about those things. I never wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer, not really. I studied a few things just so I would know something. What God told me to study. But I have no desire to be nothing. And in the millennial reign, how do you think it's going to be? God sitting right there. You're going to break his law and you're going to go out there and have your little career instead of being a keeper at home, ladies. How you plan on getting that one by him? Without a lashing. That's not what he called you to be. And y'all want to say, well, this is not fulfilling me. I want something more. You know what? It ain't about you. It ain't about me. It ain't about us being fulfilled. It's about the word of God being fulfilled. And you blaspheming God because he is the word. When you're not keeping his word. I've been doing that myself lately. Please forgive me, Lord. My heart wasn't in it. Wasn't such a good keeper at home lately. Well, I got hurt and was in a wheelchair for 8 months. That part was not my fault. And I'm trying to do better about it. I'm trying to get back to it. But it's just been, I didn't have any heart in it for a while. My heart was just in doing for Jesus. And it still is. But you know what? I was neglecting that part of it. If you wonder why your health is failing you, look at what you've neglected to do for the Lord. I told the Lord I would be an example for Him. And ever since I told Him that I would do that, because He was one, so I thought that's what we were supposed to do too. Be an example of Him in this lost and dying world where they don't have His example here. But how can we do that if we're not following the Word 100%? How can we be that example and that light to the world if we're breaking the very word we're supposed to be upholding? I'm not good at anything. I can sweep and mop. I can do laundry. Those things I know. Those things I can do. You know what? Those things I don't mind doing. I really don't. Never did. Everybody else was always dreaming about being these big things to get all kinds of money so that they didn't have to do those things. How are you going to fire in the millennial kingdom when there's none of that left? And you got to go back to farming and doing those things. Y'all going to be out like Roy Right Eye. Y'all going to be out like Roy Right Eye. And you're going to be just lost because there ain't going to be no fulfillment in nothing for you. You know what? There's fulfillment when I know I have pleased God. There's fulfillment in my heart when I know I have pleased God. But when I know I'm letting Him down, there ain't going to be no fulfillment in my heart. And they shouldn't be. Because I'm letting Him down. He's my best friend. He's the one who has loved me when no one else would. And I've been letting Him down by breaking His word. Y'all need to think about this. He's talking about going back to school and learning to do more and more. That's right. Keep listening to the serpent who tells you you are meant to be as God. No, you will not surely die if you continue to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. No, you will not surely die. That's what He keeps telling y'all. And you just keep going back and you just keep eating and eating and eating more of that apple. I don't want none of it. You keep it to yourself. I'm good over here in the dum-dum spot, you know. I might not know how to do nothing but sweep and mop and do dishes and laundry. But there's fulfillment in that. when you do it well and you do it right and you do a good job, there's fulfillment in that. But what y'all wanting, I don't want. There's no desire in me to lay up no treasures here. I just want a roof over my head, a private bathroom, because I don't like everybody know my business when I go to the bathroom. I'm very private, very modest person. Uh, I joke about it, but that's the truth. um, and I have to joke about it because it's very uncomfortable to talk about. Uh, but I just want a roof over my head, my bills paid, so I can serve the Lord. That's all I want. You know what would be nice? To have people that love me to serve Him with. That would be nice. To have a family to serve God with. But when I was a little girl, just a tiny squat, I made this vow to God. That I would serve Him, even if I had to do it alone. He's been holding me to that word lately. But only He could let me out of that vow. Only He could change my circumstance. Only He could give me the desire in my heart without it breaking His will. And if it ain't Him doing it, I don't want no part in it. I don't want none from Satan. He can't give me nothing to get me to worship Him. Because I'm not going to stop worshiping Jesus. Never. I will endure to the end. When the Lord returns, He will find at least faith in me. For Him and His Word. We've got to get back to the truth. Back to the old path. Instead of looking for fulfillment for ourselves, we got to please God. Not self. That's the son of perdition if you just want to please yourself. Instead of doing His will. I don't want to do that. I want to please the Lord. I want to do it right. That's all I ever wanted to do. I had a few things I had to do. I had to get things right. I had to go through some things. It was for His will. I'll never stop being His witness. And if you love me, you're going to have to love that part of me. Will I ever break His word and stand in His pulpit and tell His word no? Will I ever break His heart that way? No. I think I've broken it enough. with what I have done. I'll see you in the next part.